Hello, beautiful souls. Today I'm here to bring through Ashtar of the Ashtar command, and I'm going to ask them to talk about using discernment in times of chaos, because I realize we're in a time where it's really hard to know what to believe. There's just so many differing messages out there. And I'm also going to bring through some songs of light and some light language at the end, after the end of the channeling, because I haven't brought any of that through for a bit. So stay tuned. I will connect with Ashtar and be with you in one moment. Okay, I just want to give a little intro to this and why I felt like this is something that I'd like to have more information on, because I'm very aware of the messages that we're getting, and I guess I could say the source of the message and perhaps what they're wanting us to believe. I've been using a lot of discernment lately and information that's coming through to us all. For example, one of the things I noticed on our national radio is that they're calling COVID a disease, and it's not a disease. It's a virus. So I am aware that little things like this are going on, and I just wanted to have the Ashtar command, Ashtar address, where we can be placing our wise knowing, I guess how we come to the wise knowing of what is really the truth, and seeing through other sources that are perhaps just wanting to project something that they would like us to believe. So using discernment and all the information that's coming through right now, I feel is very important. And it's becoming more and more clear that information is being used to divide us. And it's sad to see this happening. Even in families, people are feeling very divided. So I thought it would be supportive for us all to have their input on this. So I'll just invite Ashtar to come in now and see what they have to say in this regard. Greetings, beautiful souls, beloved beings of earth. It is our great joy and delight to be watching over you, to be present with you at this time. And we give our thanks to this channel for giving us this opportunity to speak through her, to come before you at this moment of chaos and disruption upon your earth. And we would say indeed that the chaos is being used, it's being stirred up, it's being created in some instances to indeed create this divide. And yet we know and we see that those of you who hold the light, those of you who are walking in service to humanity, walking in conscious awareness of the times that you are in, conscious awareness that this is a time of ascension, it is a time of evolution, it is a time of change, and it is a time when humanity is finding its way back to sovereignty, back to knowing within your own hearts the truth of who you are, the depth of who you are, and the place of empowerment to be reclaiming what was rightfully yours, that in these centuries past have been taken from you or used against you. So it is our great joy to be present with those who are holding this awareness, this knowing that you are here to change the world. Because indeed, beloved souls, those of you listening to this message, you have come to change the world merely by your presence. And most of you know this. And we would say that in this time, it is important for you to find your center and maintain your center as much as you possibly can. And we have said over and over, or other beings who channel through this one have said over and over, that it comes from not letting yourself get lost in the bigger picture, but holding authenticity to what's true for you, what is true for you in your own life. This is how you come to this place of using discernment and testing the information in a way that you are bringing it into your own heart to see if it resonates as truth. And you can trust this barometer of truth, beloveds, for everyone has their own truth, and it's important for you to be in your own truth, for not anyone, not even this channel and this message, to tell you what your truth is, but for you to discern for yourself what your own truth is. And in these times, to ask yourself, for one thing, what is the source of information that is coming to you, and perhaps what underlying reason they may have for bringing the message forward that you are receiving. And so when you bring all the information to rest in your heart and simply ask yourself, does this resonate with my inner knowing? Does this deliver the message of what I am choosing to believe is true right now? Or is there something in me that knows some other truth? Something within me that is not being spoken perhaps at this time, and yet I know it as my own truth. This is the way of managing the information. And we would say, in the greatest part, that allowing yourself to be in a neutral state about everything and simply ask the universe to bring the highest and best outcome. If you can detach yourself from what that outcome looks like, then you are holding a place of neutrality, and then the information that is less than neutral will become more obvious to you, because it will be out of alignment with the place where you're placing your own inner state of being, in this place of neutrality, by trusting that the universe, that the light, that the love that you hold will bring the highest and best outcome for all. So by trusting that this universe that is watching over humanity at this time, the beings of light who are serving humanity at this time, are moving through you, and your own higher soul presence is moving through you as a light worker, as one who has come to be of service to the earth, then when you approach it from this state of neutrality, so you're not in the duality expression of taking sides, but you're simply in this more unified state of neutrality and simply asking that love reign victorious, the light reign victorious. In a sense, that is taking sides, but as you allow both sides to be present without any emotional connection to either side, then you are in this state of neutrality, which then will create more space for the highest and best outcome for the evolution of Gaia and humanity to find its ground. It keeps you out of this place of fear, for one thing, for when you are neutral, you're not holding fear. And it keeps you out of this space of division, because if you're not holding one side or the other, there is nothing to be divided about. If you can allow both sides to come in and intermingle, and if you can imagine a spiral galaxy, a flat spiral galaxy before you, and both points of view, or different points of view, are all coming into this galaxy, all spinning together to create a beautiful star system. And as it all spins together, anything that is of discord simply gets blended into the higher frequencies, for the higher frequencies are what endures. And so as this all gets blended in together, the higher frequency, the highest outcome, is what will endure. So we would invite you, when you are feeling troubled about something that you have heard, to bring it into your heart, to ask if it resonates as your truth. And then if it is disturbing to you, if you feel that it is your truth and it is disturbing, it brings fear or discomfort, then to allow that fear to go into this spinning galaxy where everything exists, where the highest and best outcome exists, where the evolution, the successful evolution of humanity exists. For this is what is happening. It is guaranteed now that your ascension is happening. And so you know that the outcome is such that humanity has ascended. So in this place of knowing, if you throw all these other pieces that may bring about fear and discord within you into this spinning galaxy of knowing that the ascension has already been accomplished, then those aspects will simply get caught up in that spinning vortex of light. They will simply dissolve into the background, and you can simply rest in the knowing that it has already been accomplished, that humanity and Gaia have already ascended into the higher frequency, into the higher dimensions, as you like to say, of existence. And so it almost becomes insignificant what the messages are, what people are projecting out to you, what people want you to believe, what you are hearing. When you have this deep internal knowing, you just hear something and you know that you're going to throw that into the spiral to be spun into the web of life and the web of light to become part of a beautiful sparkling galaxy. You can just throw it into that galaxy of light and let it spin and spin and spin and become lost among the stars. What a beautiful way to process these fears, these discordant energies, this uncertainty of what will happen, of how things will go, of what outcomes will be. Simply throw them into the galaxy of pure living love light that is the creator essence, and let them blend and meld and become part of the beautiful grace of the light. So, beloveds, we hope that this is helpful for you as you move through these times, through these energies, these intense energies. This one and many people she speaks to have been so tired, awake at night, because the intensity of the energy is increasing, and it's at times very difficult for the physical vessel to absorb the energy and allow it to be anchored in. Allow it to be anchored into Gaia, for you are channels and conduits for the light. And so as you're allowing some of these intense energies to come in, it can mean sleepless nights and a lot of fatigue. And yet, knowing that you are of service in such a powerful way for this earth, it is all worth it. And on the other side, you will know that it is all worth it. And this one has just done a love note that will be coming out in a video, love note number 6, when it is available. We would suggest that you listen to it. And so, dear ones, we commend you for your mere presence upon this earth, for your willingness to stay the course when it is difficult and when you are in the midst of the greatest times of turmoil. It is difficult enough being here in the increasing of the frequencies, and then as the frequencies increase and bring all the debris of the past and the old and that which will no longer go with you in this higher state of evolution that you are moving into, it is even more challenging. And yet here you are, holding the light, holding firm, saying, holy crap, this is really hard, but I'm glad I'm here serving the light. I know I asked to be here at this time. I'm delighted to be of service. I'm delighted to be what I've come to be, knowing that my mere presence is a gift to all life at this time. We commend you for that. Remember that, beloveds. Hold strong to that, and hold strong to the knowing that you're almost done. You're almost through this most difficult, challenging piece of this great transformation of Gaia from being a 3D to a 5D planet. Not that you are going to see a world of complete love and peace next year, but you will see the increase in the frequency of the energies somewhat level out that will make it easier to integrate and easier to be present in it all. And so we bow deeply to you for your courage, for your determination, for your willingness to play your role, whatever that is. And do not think it needs to be what other people do. Do not think you need to be joining into something that is not of your own true nature. Trust that your soul knows what your path is in this and what your offering is. And stay true to you in every moment, beloveds. Look for the answers within yourself and trust what you know. So many of you just know. And it's hard to have that validated. We want to say to you to trust what you know. Many who are active now in this light worker role are claircognizant, which means that you simply just know. And so it's hard to discern whether that knowing comes from a higher source or just from the ordinary mind, you could say. We want you to know that it comes from a higher source, and the synchronicities that your guides and your soul gives you are to help you know that you are getting the right information. By synchronicities, we mean the numbers that appear, or perhaps birds that appear that you relate to, or you turn on the radio and you hear something. All these little synchronicities that are confirmations that you're on the right track. Really use those and say, thank you for the little check mark to acknowledge who I am in this moment and what I know in this moment. And so, beloved souls, we of the Ashtar Command are so proud of you for walking strong in the light as we watch you overcome all the struggles and the hardships of the past, as we watch you with great courage stepping into the patterns of the past that no longer serve. We watch you dropping the weights and the burdens that are no longer yours. We watch you coming into sovereignty as you know that there's no one to rescue. It is a matter of becoming empowered. And as you become empowered yourself, you are empowering all those who don't feel they have the strength to be that. We bow deeply to you. And we leave this one now to bring through the language of light and the songs of light, to awaken your hearts, to ignite the flame that will bring that internal awareness alive within your hearts, that will open that inner knowing where you can move beyond doubt and trust your own wisdom, your own guidance. We are the Ashtar Command, and so it is. And so it is. My deep thanks to beloved Ashtar for that, and those of the Ashtar Command. Okay. Join me as we awaken this with the light language and the songs of light. And again, feel free to join in, to allow your voice to flow free, to contribute your beautiful tones of light, your soul essence to this light language as we spread this around the world, as we activate the energy around the world. For as the light language is played, For example, I was doing it with a friend one time, and at the end he was very moved, and he said the land was so moved because it hadn't heard this language for a long, long time. So as you're playing it in your homes, all of life is hearing it around you. So join in so that we may all be one beautiful chorus of light in this light language. Hina haya hoa na wea. Ima alawa a each kana atma I kana. Each kanai o take tika atwa I achkani. Himalawa a ilai no e chakana iana. Hinama awa ianai, onichka atna imadkta, ilaktaka iachkani itutu achakina makai alo ana, imaya, umanayana, umanawahiana. Hiana te taia ho. Awalaka I chai ka nikcha malawa. I chakana I kachina mikatawa I akana. I chaya koana makaya kilawa a echa. Mikachiwa I kana wa la ich kana atma e. Atma e a koanaya chaktaka iana. Machaya kani kanawa e ila ichanawa a. Imanoa di da 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 di na na no na na na. Imanaya no ni na 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 da da. Ia ia hoina. I saw us as a choir. I saw them in the beginning opening up that flame in the heart, like lighting the pilot light, and then our entire bodies becoming a flame of light, like the violet flame of transmutation. And then we were all standing in a circle, a choir of light, and the globe moved into the center of that circle. And as she rotated, she received the love light from each one of us, this beautiful choir of light, standing together, singing a song of love and awakening on the earth and awakening the heart light within all of humanity as all the countries of the world spun around in the center of this beautiful choir that we have created in this experience. So, my friends, thank you once again for being present. I will get a Q&A video out soon within the next couple of days. I was so wiped in this energy. Yesterday I planned to have a very productive day. Did not happen. Spent the day on the couch with my heart going fum, 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 fum. It's challenging times sometimes with this energy. So I'll do my best. No guarantees. So much love. Bye-bye.